there was
because I heard he's driving around with a gun, and it happened to be a BB gun.
Yes, that's what they said. Actually, it wasn't even a real gun.
What
yeah,
that's what a BB gun. I had that in primary. BB gun, a pellet gun.
Apparently, yeah, that was a fake gun, basically. Yeah.
Yes, Fetchaka?
Saying that I kidnapped my girlfriend, dating an Uber driver, washa guatima, wara, fish paste, yada yada. I don't know, man. It's for me. I'm just complying and appearing and doing what it is. In all cases, anything related to me, it's always God first anyway. Before I step in the room, it's always God. So if anybody's trying to put things together, maybe, formulate something of some case or whatever, then it's fine. It is what it is.
You didn't discharge a firearm at all?
There's no gun.
But in the hype we saw in the
Thank you very much. You guys enjoy the...
Okay, according to the NPA, the time they were arresting him on the charges of discharging a firearm, they had taken it from the e-hailing driver's side of the story. However, when they started searching Jub Jub, they had confiscated or seized a pellet gun, making it apparently, presumably, the gun that he used on the e-hailing
But if he
driver.
shot, there should be a bullet hole somewhere, because you're in a car, in a cabin, the bullet will pierce through a surface somewhere.
Yeah, but that's why
window.
they said in the video, forensics is trying to find that. If it is a real bullet.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long to find out the difference between a pellet gun and a bullet, a real gun.
So what does the stories that
Like
it's a
if you
pellet
look
gun
at
come from?
The stories took place after investigation. That's when it was identified by the NPA that it is actually a pellet gun and not a real gun. However, according to the e-hailing driver, what had happened was Jub Jub had been threatening him and then forcefully put him in the car. After putting him in the car, he then took out the gun and shot at it. While he was shooting, the e-hailing driver then managed to escape.
A hail of bullets.
And went to the police to report the matter, and hence now he got arrested.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Jub Jub is crazy,
Bro, my thing is like, apart from just the whole thing of you're on parole, you should be careful not to get in trouble, right?
Yeah.
Bro, what's your reaction? God forbid, you come home one day or you suspect your woman is cheating with a person you don't know. Because clearly, if he presents himself as an e-hailing driver to me, I don't know him. It's not like it's Mac or it's P or one of my friends.
Yeah.
You know? How do you react? And you suspect infidelity?
I would ask her.
Where's that? If you've got anger, where's it channeled towards? Who's it channeled towards?
To my lady.
Simple. Because my thing is like, yo, bro, if you suspect that the Uber-hailing driver is banging your woman, I'm not getting there angry at... And look, don't shoot anyone. Don't kill anyone. But if somebody has to feel the wrath of your anger, it's not the guy, because your woman may have presented herself as single. And even if she presented herself as married, the guy's like, I don't know this guy, unless he's my next door neighbor or I know him. Because then that's when I take the disrespect. If my friend or somebody I know, whether they succeed or not, but if they're hitting on my woman, then we have a personal problem between him and I.
So just the other day, I told you guys how Molemo Maarohante had been arrested after what seemed to be a violent incident in Edenvale, a place where his girlfriend had been dropped off by an e-hailing driver. And according to police, Jub had gotten into an altercation with the driver, accusing him of being romantically involved with his girlfriend. He was then charged with kidnapping, defeating the ends of justice, as well as discharging a pew-pew. But it seems those charges have also been revised and Jub has been able to go home. This afternoon, the NPA released this statement, confirming or noting Jub's release on bail after he approached the Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg, bringing an urgent application. Now, you may remember that Jub was supposed to appear in court on Monday. That was according to the statement from the police. But for some reason, that court appearance did not happen and it was rolled over to Wednesday because Tuesday, today, is a public holiday. But Jub Jub then approached his lawyers, and they agreed to bring an urgent application before the Johannesburg High Court. Now, I don't have the papers, so I can't really tell you exactly what was argued in court, but I'm certain that it's got to do with the delays and the decision for him not to appear on Monday, and all of a sudden he must spend 2 more nights behind bars and only make an appearance on Wednesday. In fact, this statement by the NPA sheds a bit of light. It says Maarohante raised concerns regarding the delay in his appearance before the Germiston Magistrates Court on the 15th of June 2026. I mean, I could just hear Jub Jub's lawyers arguing in court that these delays were malicious on the part of the state. But something else that's interesting from this statement is how the charges have changed significantly since his arrest on Sunday. You see, on Sunday, the charges that were given and listed gave an indication that Jub Jub was in actual possession of a pew-pew and he had discharged it in public. But in the statement today, it says that he's been charged with pointing anything likely to lead a person to believe that it is a pew-pew. I mean, is it or is it not? Also in this statement, there's no indication of the kidnapping charge as well as the defeating the ends of justice. So it seems his lawyers were successful in convincing the court that he should be released on bail. The matter was heard today in an urgent court application, which does happen on a public holiday, and the court ordered that he be released on 5,000 Rand bail. He'll make his first court appearance in the Germiston Magistrates Court next week.
I booked him there. Paid him his amount, arrived there with 100 security guards, and then he gets there with some honeys, then he demands a huge lump sum of rider, and I'm like, my nigga, this thing should have been in a contract, bro. It's not in a contract. Your contract is this one. So he wanted to add more on the rider, and I said, my nigga, we're not doing that, so he refused to perform.
And he left?
He left. No, he didn't leave, he sat there. He chilled. He left probably after an hour when other people were performing. KO performed in front of him and them or whatever. And I was like, okay, now you need to refund me because you didn't perform. So that was very disappointing from him. He just came out of prison, being a believer of struggle and a lot of things and giving people second chance. I give him a chance and I give one of the first bookings out of prison and he does that. So I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's done. And if he's going back to prison, sorry, but yeah.
You'll be fine there. Okay, furthermore, I just want to give... Jub looked out for me when I was in prison. Oh, yeah. I was actually in Jub Jub's cell at Sun City. Yeah. Was he your boss there? He still is.
He's a bigger...
Still is. Jub Jub was looking out for me while I was in prison and he was outside. He even called me. Someone brought me a phone and said Jub Jub is on the phone. And I was like, eh? And he's like, Sean, don't I am? I was like, oh, damn. Shit. So the suspect allegedly forced the e-hailing driver.
So he's not going to suffer in prison.
C24. Shout out. Did I speak about him discharging a firearm? I spoke about that. Until Chronaveld switches off the signals, then they can still watch the show. They switch off signals? They say they want to. They say prisoners are busy watching Music Pulse, arguing with each other, debating and all that shit.
In prison. Shit.
He's lying. He's capping. He's capping. Oh! He's capping. Hey!
That guy was big. That guy was big, Leana was big, please don't disturb. I keep poisons on Vusa, that's Mama Chick, and as a child, Margie Chelly Value Vulu. You to Jub Jub Mara to Funga a party spell or Melaki, that guy be a pillar of Nande chair. So, I'm full with LZ was a long stamp among Jub Jub, Jub Jub, this, Jub Jub. Among Al but that guy was big in prison. That guy got Marakula Magic Sasa Kisha and upon that you take a cake upon the one. Yeah, I never got the cake upon the boom. Jub Jub Bagam Vusa, and you pause I take. And we were 4 weeks more, so now 1, 2, 3. Jub Jub reporter with Mamaki. Mamaki was a prison. That the police had achieved to say that so going today when I was speaking about Jub Jub is big like jail. Yeah, Jub Jub. Your man is Mama Jub Jub Mama Chiki. You want to be the ones who fight this fight near Pamkanda, but find a winning man dead. So those means I don't need Jub Jub jail. Got this portion of humans with Jub Jub jail. I'm Tambela Man with Jub Jub. But when I got Jub Jub and cleaning as in a pool. Jub Jub mind be good clever there, because you get money. But there's some tattoos, I'm tired. I'm ready, I'm a game. because ushukela wena ungalwisa ushukela bekuthi maswiti uyabona anamanga vele ngizwile kubo social media Jub Jub sazokhuluma indaba zakho Jub Jub akana indaba ejele bekuyiclever le yabiphatha imali ejele bekwazi ukuvulisa ijele ivale ithi yagula manje iyahambiswa wena ubani ungavulisa ijele because Jub Jub uphethe imali ejele yabona so bonke laba bakhuluma ngoJub Jub ukuthi sisazokhuluma zezindaba namanga mhlambe yibo bebehlathwa ke ejele manje bafuna ukukhuluma lento leyo yibo abantu bebabashaya induni not uJub Jub 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 bekahlala so ijele ivale kuba namadoda ayi2 ahleli la ngeyitulo uvalile umdiyadiya wonke ngeke uzumthini ngeke umvuze uma ufika laba sebagadile iboshwa hayi labashaba umthetho labo botsepho 26 lo 28 yabona hlabahlanganise ngapha nangabe uJub Jub une-club editwa itakashishi la muntu bekwazi bekane-club ejele uJub Jub ubekwazi iboshwa zonke wayenza ipati uJub Jub helokop zonke iboshwa zadla uthola wonke uthola icoke uthola ihole nevox uthola nani uthola amazimba uthola ipacket babizana into le bathi pack Jub Jub oh that guy Jub Jub was big ejele babakhuluma ngcono bakakhuluma naye njengoba sikhuluma ukuthi besina ejele hayi ukuthi ngithi udliwe induni uJub Jub uzonyamalala ngoJub Jub so yabona abantu angeke abafuna ifame ngoJub Jub lo muntu famous kwayena nje uJub Jub indoda ibe namandla kangaka gijimisa abantu ngiyajola 99 ukuthi lendoda inesibindi vele ijele limkhulisile yabona phela makumbulo uJub Jub wamba wondile angaka ngama wafika bayi-east manje ungaka bengijima naye bengijima nambe sengimsaba kaze makakuphusha yazi ukuthi lazokhule nengami la muntu nambe sengimsaba njalo uJub Jub because makafika bengikwazi ukumgwajisa hayi nina fuck you maposa fuck you ayabo utele elithanda nezandla you wanna fight ithe ngabona zokuthola ngaphandle ukuthola ngegani ngaphandle we elethe bangifika bangiphuma makaphuma ufune mina umuntu okucala njengoba ngithi bangakubonisa la ku Instagram yami ubheke nginaye mangiphuma ejele wena makaphuma after 3 days 4 days ufone elile sakahamba ngebig bash wafuna umabhoza straight afuna inumber wazi wangithola where are you my guy ayisaba sonke noJubs we enjoy ngaya kubo phuza utshwala so njengoba ngihlala noJub Jub njalo in Taiwan the rotation music yabo njalo uhlala bhalila phethi ball pen yabo so mina bengakwazi ukubhala ukuthi music ubhalwa kanjani yabona ngacala ngashaya ingoma wenzani uchitha amachwa sejene wenzani uchitha amachwala wethu siphume nabantu bethu sirepresent igate yabo hayi ngaba umuntu ke nabantu recorda ingoma ngathola enye intwana ke bekase Alex hayi benswimbu so ihlala noJub Jub besibhalela uJub Jub nayo yabona lentwana lekho besibhalela uJub Jub nayo music anami ngicela mfethu angibhalele yabona lentwana ngibhalele enye hip hop kwayo bengishayina hip hop kwayo ngizuzisa lyrics lakho ithi king boza hlokoloza bomshoza nabo nonoza uya lahla bafoza keke DJ komboza yimi boza ngiyabloza situation ngiyibhoza lana ke khozo khosa bomrepa noma ngafloza zogcina ngokungiprovoka mina ilihlo ngiyalibuka umtakasi ngiyachuka before ngiwasha ngiyasuka
Now rapper and TV presenter Molemo Jub Jub Maarohante will appear before the Germiston Magistrates Court today. Maarohante was arrested on the 14th of June and charged with pointing anything likely to lead a person to believe that it is a firearm, and he was released on 5,000 Rand bail. Let's cross out to Calvin Lutla, our reporter on that story. Calvin, just taking a look at the time. Talk to us whether anyone has arrived as yet, and of course, how this case is stacking up for Jub Jub.
Good morning to you again, Sakina, and to our SABC viewers. Our sources who are inside this Germiston Magistrate Court behind me are telling us that Maarohante is on his way to attend this matter, and he will appear at court number D. That is where his matter will sit. As you have mentioned in your introduction, that he was arrested last week on Sunday at around 7:30 in the morning. We are told by the members of the South African Police Service that an e-hailing driver dropped his girlfriend, and we are told that Maarohante believed that e-hailing driver had a romantic relationship with his girlfriend. He pointed something that is likely to be believed to be a firearm, and we are told that he allegedly abducted that particular e-hailing driver. But when that driver escaped, he managed to go and open a case, and later he was arrested. This incident happened in Vale, not far from where we are, and he was supposed to appear on the very same Monday. Remember, when you are arrested on Saturday or Sunday, you are expected to appear on Monday, but he did not appear because police told us that there were investigations that were underway, so he could not appear on Monday. He was expected to appear on Wednesday. The reason why he was expected to appear on Wednesday is because on Tuesday, it was the 16th of June, a public holiday, so courts were not operating on that day. But you are told that his legal team filed an urgent application to the High Court in Johannesburg. He was released then on Tuesday, on that particular public holiday, on the 16th of June, granted a bail of 5,000 rand. This is not the first time Sakina Maarohante, known as Jub Jub, found himself on the wrong side of the law. Remember, in 2010, he was arrested after an incident of a drag racing case, and he was arrested and he was sentenced to 25 years in prison. But that sentence was overturned after an appeal, and he served 4 years of his sentence, and he was released. So we are expecting him to come. Our sources are telling us that it would not be a long proceedings. So we have been allowed to film inside. So what we would need, we would have to go in and set up and take it from there. Sakina, back to you in studio in Auckland Park.
Oh, thanks, Calvin, as you go and set up to bring...
We can confirm that we have arrested a 45-year-old male suspect on 3 charges. The first one being that of discharging of a firearm in a municipal area. The second charge being that of kidnapping, and the third being that of defeating the ends of justice. According to a preliminary investigation by the police, there was an altercation between him and an Uber driver, which led to this particular suspect firing a shot in the municipal area. We can confirm that our ballistics experts and our detectives are on the ground where they are investigating this particular incident. The suspect has been arrested, and he will appear before the Germiston Magistrate Court on Monday morning, where he will face the 3 charges. And I think further details on this particular case will then be elaborated further in court.